Hey guys, this is Xami here, and today I want to show you some team ideas for the upcoming Legends Battle Royale. So basically what this is a tournament. You have, I guess, 3 matches a day, and all the characters you use will be at 14 stars, at like 7 red stars if you want to call it that way. So you will have all the buffs they can get, possibly without Senkai units. Senkai units will still only be at 7 red stars and not Senkai 7, as far as I know from the past. Yeah, so in my opinion, this is a great team if you have Senkai 7 Teen Gohan here, the LF Teen Gohan. Sadly, mine is only at 4 stars, so I will not play this game. But if you have him at 7 stars and Senkai awakened him, I would definitely recommend you using him or a team based around him in this tournament. And yeah, so basically you will get rewards for every match you win. It used to be like 100 crystals per win you get, or yeah, you can exchange basically like a coin you get for a win later on for something like, as I said, crystals or maybe slot removers, whatever. So basically I'll move on to the next team suggestion. So that's a yellow blue team. I play the upper 3 characters, and yeah, well, the 2 units at Senkai 7, they're just insane in my opinion. And Trunks even gets a buff from the yellow Teen Gohan here. And that Teen Gohan is still pretty good in my opinion, especially now that we have a lot of purple units. But if you get an enemy with Senkai 7, Teen Gohan, you're done. You have no real chance at winning, because even the blue Trunks will be annihilated, yeah, before the match even really starts or something. So yeah, this is like it's a good team, but considering Teen Gohan will be basically seen a lot in this tournament mode, I wouldn't really use the team. Let's call it that way. But I think it's a pretty good team. Next is the team I currently use in PvP. It's a Vegeta family team, and I used the upper 3 characters. I used the new Majin Vegeta, Rage Trunks, and the purple Vegeta. And in my opinion, this purple Vegeta is one of the best units the game has right now, so I use him in many different teams, as you will see later on. Yeah, but this team is pretty good. I don't know if I will use this team or another. I will show you later. But yeah, it's pretty good. Rage Trunks tanks a lot, but of course you have to consider this new Teen Gohan, right? Because he will be in a lot of matches, as I just said, and yellow units are just, well, they're just dead if he comes to the field, and he uses like 3 blast cards to destroy Rage Trunks with sustained damage cut, which is insane. So yeah, you should really think about what yellow units you're bringing here, and if they stand a chance, if your opponent might bring that Gohan. So I could potentially use some equipments here on the other blue Vegeta and use him, Majin Vegeta, and new purple Vegeta. But yeah, as I said, I will check on later if I use another team or not, and I'll just see how it goes, you know? I mean, you can change the team every match if you want to. Yeah. So next team, Region. I sadly don't have the Bootangs and the LF Piccolo, so that's my team at the moment, my Region team. It's not that bad, I'd say. So if you play against Vegito Blue, you could go double green with Buhan and Majin Buu. You could go, if you don't play Vegito Blue, you could go Cell and Omega Shenron and Android 21. But yeah, you have a lot of variety in this team, even though it doesn't look like it. Maybe if you want to, you could switch out 1 unit for Baby, Super Baby 2, because this heal is pretty important for Region, in my opinion, and even in this game mode, basically. So on one side, everybody has very high attack stats, considering you're all at 14 stars. But on the other hand, everybody has very high defenses as well. So Regen might be top notch here because yes, you get a lot of damage, but the heal is so impactful here in this game mode because you can just heal up the damage, and the damage you're doing against your opponent is also a lot. And well, you have to land your Rising Rushes, you know, because if the timer runs out, you basically lost because you took most likely more damage than your opponent did, and so you lose. But yeah, this I still think that Regen is a very fun team to use. So I could play the team once or twice, but yeah, it's up to you. If you're a Regen fan, definitely you should try Regen, because I think that Cell at 14 stars, he will be huge. I mean, his pre-transformation stats, which are very bad, are okay in this scenario. They're not very awesome. I mean, the attack is very awesome at 14 stars, but the defense still isn't. But, well, for defense, you got Majin Buu, you got, I don't know, you got the other units here, so you could use Super Baby too. Yes, he has a very high defense, so if you like defense stuff and play safe, I think Regen is the team for you. So another team I often used last season in PvP is this future, little bit God Key team, if you want to call it. So I mostly always used Vegito Blue, Purple Vegeta, and then either the Zenkai 7 Trunks or Zamasu, depending on what the opponent had installed. So yeah, it's a simple team. Just either 2 blue units or 2 purple units. But yeah, as the red Teen Gohan emerges, I think that's pretty nice to have 2 blue units. So maybe I'll use this team here. But as I said, I think this purple Vegeta to the top right, he's much better at the moment than Zamasu is. At least for my playstyle, so I think I'd use him over Zamasu. Wait, let me check his stats at 14 stars real quick. Okay, yeah, wow, that's good blast damage, that's solid defenses, so yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. So yeah, that's the team basically. I go for strike attack in this team mostly. You have the double buffers on the bench. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, you could use Mai as well for buffing health, I guess, but that's up to you. So next team is God Key this time. So that's almost the same basically, as you see, but on this team I think Shallot will be this time could be an important factor. But yeah, look at this. His pre-transformation stats are still not that great. I mean, okay, he has 104,000 defense. That's terrible, but okay. Considering the others will have very high attack, that's bad. But once you transform, look at this. Blast attack 304,000. That's maybe the highest blast attack in the game right now. I didn't check all of the units. Maybe Zenkai Gohan here is better. Fair enough, but we're talking about Zenkai 7 Gohan unit. I think that's another level. So, and yes, he has very good stats transformed, and he has nice abilities. He can heal. He brings a good kit, in my opinion. So that's definitely a team you could use, like Vegeta Blue, then Purple Vegeta, and yeah, basically 14 stars Shallot. So that would be a very good team. Yeah, of course you can always use different characters than I suppose you here, but that's just my opinion on which are the best characters. You could use LF Vegeta, the green one, if you want him to in this team, but I don't see him being that important right now. And yeah, that's basically my opinion here. He's not that awesome, but if you want to use him, I mean, in the end, what it boils down to is you should like the units you play with. I like to play this Purple Vegeta, so I'll play him. I like to play Vegeta Blue. Of course, many people like to, even though in the last weeks or so I dislike playing with him because he's just too OP. But I mean, if everybody uses him in this Battle Royale, why not use him? Or if everybody goes with Zenkai 7 Gohan, why not use Vegeta Blue then? Pay to win versus pay to win. So this is, I guess, my final team right now. No, second to final. No, it is the final team. I'm sorry. So this is basically a blue-purple team. I used the 3 characters on top, but the equipment on the Green Goku is just a little bait. So what I use here on the bench is, this Boo doesn't buff purple at the moment, but if you get more stars than him, he'll buff blue and purple, strike and blast defense, and that's very important in my opinion. So defenses are clutch, as I told you earlier, because all these units have a pretty high attack stat anyway, and this Android 14 as well buffs blue and purple strike attack and defense, so he's a double buff or quadruple buffer, and this Goku just buffs all Saiyans, so he's also fitting in the team well. I thought maybe to bring someone else instead of either Majin Buu or Android 14, maybe the blue LF Angry Goku, but yeah, at the moment I think this team is okay as it is. We have very high strike attackers here in LF Vegeta Blue and LF Majin Vegeta, and of course we have my good friend Purple Vegeta on the top left here as well, because well, you need a little counter to any green units that might pop up, even though they're not that present anymore. But yeah, you should always have like a color counter to a green unit here in this team. But yeah, those are basically the teams I would suggest you, or I can recommend you using. Of course, show me any teams you like to play at the moment, or you want to use at this tournament. Maybe you could use androids if you got Senkai 7, Android 16, or you could use Demon King Piccolo on Region, but I sadly don't have them Senkai, and yeah, that's basically the reason I don't play them. I rarely Senkai any units except for the free-to-play ones. So anyway guys, what team are you going to use? And yeah, I wish you all good luck on this tournament. See you guys. We're invincible.